Hey guys, RageBarTV back with another video. Today we'll be helping brand new players, and maybe even some older players, with correctly setting up a brand new character. Firstly, with the new patch, you no longer need to level to 38 to use the level 60 pack to unlock the 70 pack to boost your character. You can now simply open the drop down menu at the top and select elevation option, which once you finish your starting quests and are level 8, you can then buy the level 70 boost for 480 coupons, which is a huge deal, and even if you're free to play, I would highly recommend doing, as it unlocks 6 of your 7 artifacts, which is a huge boost, as well as gives you gear for level 70 and reputation for all old world vendors. This is very important if you plan on playing long term or even short term. Now we will go over what to do once you boost to level 70. Firstly, you'll want to open up your panel on the right hand side and then go to Artifact. You'll notice you have a ton of tainted energy. How do you convert this into usable energy? You need to purify. Purify the artifacts until you run out of all crystals. Once all your tainted energy is gone, you will then move one artifact to the next, filling out artifacts as you go. With the boost pack, you should be able to fill the first 4 artifacts completely, and the last 2 will be left unfilled. Slowly fill up as much as you can. This mechanic is filled over time. The next thing you want to do is head over to your Masteries and activate one of the 3 Masteries for your class. Once you activate a primary mastery, you can then level that mastery up. What I would recommend doing is rotating leveling up the other 2 masteries that are unused, because you get 50% of the attribute to boost your rating. Rating for tank, healer, and DPS is very important. The next thing you want to go to is Sigil. Under Sigils, you want to fill out as many as you can. You should have got a ton of Sigil power, and Sigil shards are used to fill those Sigil slots. You can use Synthize once a day for free, or Synthize 10 for 950 shards. The quick merge option should only be used once all your Sigil shards slots are filled. Quick merge quickly allows you to get the higher ranked sigils to increase the stats. At the start of the game, you will not be able to have high level stats, so you want to fill each spot by following the video and doing what I'm doing. Simply click one of the colors that you would like to fill, and it will show you which sigils will fit into that slot. Try to look for abilities and skills that will help your character for stats, as in if you're an intellect strength user, socketing intellect strength sigils. If you're a dex spirit user, same thing. And if you're a vitality user, or a tank or something like that, you want to socket vitality. So as you can see, I finished that, and every time I level something up, I get a green arrow up, which means I've upped my rating, which means it's a good. It means it's an upgrade for the class that I'm playing. The next thing I want to do is go back into Artifact, and on the right hand side I want to hit Reforge. I need to activate each skill to activate the artifact. So just leveling them up doesn't do anything. Each of these artifacts have a skill that can be leveled up. You do want to have set skills, but you'll understand that more end game. This is just so that you at least get a little bit of a rating boost. Again, the only artifact that you're not going to be able to unlock is Brekka's Shadow Catastrophe. How you unlock that is by going to Shop, right-hand side Reputation, and going to Rebirth of Black Dragon. Leveling up these 4 reputations to a door will allow you to buy something from the shop, which will open up a piece of that artifact. 2 of the pieces come from leveling from 70 to 80, so once you hit 80, that's more for end game, but you can still see what you need to level up for reputations to make sure you get that 7th artifact and finish your collection. That will be a huge rating increase. When we go to character and altar, another thing you want to do is socket other pieces of gear into these spots. Now, when you first start out, you're only going to have 1 altar, but that is fine. You will socket 1 piece of gear that you're not using, normally a highest eye level, that again, you are not using if you get an upgrade or something like that. When you go to your wings, you want to tier these up just using the tier up button. They do have a chance to fail, so be aware of that. On the left-hand side, you'll see you have feathers. When you hit Divine Feather, it's going to show you to select and level up the Divine Feather. Each plug on the left here can hold 5 feathers. When you're first starting out, you'll only want to do 1 feather per. Then you want to go through and do 2, then 3, then 4, until finally end game you'll fill all 5 feathers. Very simple for that. That's something older players may not even have known because there's no way for another player to inspect that part of your character. Runes are very important. Runes, you want to use the ones that you can fill the riddles for. So if you get matching, you pick a riddle, just like what I'm showing you here. When you pick the riddle, you can then fill up the runes by matching them, and it will tell you, it'll put a select button around it. Once you fill all 6 runes, it will give you an ability that you can see on the screen here for each rune book. There is ones that are better for your class, but this is just for brand new players. So right now, you want to focus on filling 1 book at a time and matching all the runes. Gold runes are end game and a luck system. It is all RNG, which is random number generator, meaning it's completely random. You either get it or you don't. This is a very, very expensive thing to fill out. I haven't even filled that out yet. I'm almost there, but there's still a lot more gold runes I need. It takes time. Same with your Dragon Soul power level. You will get a bunch of Dragon Soul power, which in the left-hand corner, it'll tell you, level your Dragon Soul. You'll get all these notifications. You're going to get a new set of gear. I'd recommend keeping the purple set of gear you get and cleansing everything to S. You do not need to cleanse it to SS. I have sacred gear, therefore that gear will stay with me for the life of my character. I will not need to replace it as it's tier and it upgrades with me. It's really important that you pay attention to this upgrade you are getting. This game has historic gear level, meaning if you get a piece that's blue, but it has a higher gear level than your currently equipped epic piece, you can then go into smelt and bring that piece, because you have historic gear spot, you can bring that level up to the 265 or the 280 piece that you just got. You do not need to change your gear. You equip the items with the best stats, which end game will be full sacred with your legendary main hand and offhand, or full sacred on every slot if you're not going to get your legendary main hand and offhand. You can then merge crystals to smelt up, which you get from dismantling other gear that you're not using. The system should show you how to do that, but if you're not sure, go to inventory, go to item, and look for your dismantling crystals. Those crystals are called magic crystals as well. You can smelt those up. End game, you want to change your force stones into soul jade shards. They are used to re-roll your legendary and, sorry, not legendary, your sacred gear. When you go into your fusion, in the same thing you did for equipment, you can fuse your charms. You should be given 3 charms with the level 70 boost pack, and you want to pretty much make it so that each stat is the same as your main stat. So if you use intellect, you want to fill all the spots on the left with intellect, and you fill it with the other spots on the right, as you can see in the video. Sorry if I didn't explain that good. If you're watching the screen, hopefully that'll clear that up. Other than that, there's really nothing to do for a brand new character. Grind your way to 80, and then follow this guide, and hopefully it will help you out so that you have everything unlocked and people won't think you're a bot. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you, and stay safe.